4 strategies we can learn from Cleo in last night's episode of Maths that can help us better support loved ones who might be experiencing abuse. This can be an extremely challenging situation to navigate, but Cleo provided the perfect example of what to do if you were in this situation. So let's talk about it. Number 1, she picked up on the physical signs of abuse and she didn't drop it. Notice she brought up Athena's puffy eyes from crying not once, but twice. And she also stated, those eyes are not from sleeping. That's from crying. Victims will often brush off these signs and make excuses for them, but Cleo wasn't dropping it until she got answers. Number 2, she did not allow the victim to believe false narratives. Did you notice when Athena said, well, I've brought up my son multiple times, and that Jasmine Eats chick was like, well, you'd hope so. That was an attempt to mum shame her, but Cleo was not going to allow that narrative. She immediately sprung into action and said, of course she did. She's a fantastic mother. She's the best friggin' mother there is. How dare you? Number 3, she reminded Athena of the cycle of abuse. At one point, Adrian's sister tried to gaslight Athena by saying, just lower the decibels, when Athena wasn't yelling at all. At that point, Cleo stepped in and said, Athena, you will continue to fight with these people, but it will never get better. Reminding a victim of these patterns can be very helpful in helping break the cycle. Finally, number 4, she reminded Athena of her self-worth. Oh my God, I actually feel like I'm gonna get emotional. There was one incredibly powerful moment where Cleo looked Athena straight in the eye and she said, you are a beautiful person. You are a wonderful mother. You give on a daily basis. You have this light that you share with everyone, and I don't see any of it in you right now. Cleo is literally the person who anyone going through an abusive relationship needs. People need this sort of support, and it's these simple strategies that you can use to help someone you love who might be experiencing this kind of abuse or toxic relationship. I know she's only been in an episode or 2, but for me, Cleo is the true hero of this series. And as appalling and toxic as last night's episode was, we can learn so much from it. So let's take it as an opportunity to better educate ourselves, to recognize the signs of abuse, and arm ourselves with strategies to combat it.